In this video you'll learn how to make a table to record your data for an experiment. So if you're using a computer, you can use the insert table options. If you're doing it by hand, then you can just draw a table. Make sure you use a ruler that looks sort of something similar to what I'm going to create here. So you go, first of all, if you're on a computer, to the insert option and you click table, and it gives you lots of different options for how many you can pick. So you just scroll along until you have the number that you want, and I usually just go a little bit by trial and error until I've worked out exactly what I want. So those of you who are doing it by hand, you might need to use a pencil to start with so that you can rub bits out as you go if you need to, or so that you can add bits in. So I'm just going to add this many boxes for now. It's really important that your table has a title. So in this first box, if you highlight it all, you can go merge cells, and that means you can write a title. This title will probably then also become the title for your graph, so it's useful to have in here and to have thought about it. So because this is for the investigation that we've been talking about so far, where your purpose is to investigate how the distance or height between a beaker of water and methanol fuel affects the time taken for the water to boil, we're going to have a title that represents that. So this table, what this table is going to have in it is times taken for water to boil using a methanol output at different heights above a methanol fuel burner. Okay, so that is my title. And it's telling me what is in this table. So if I saw this table, I'd be able to read the title and know whether it's going to be useful to me or not. In this column, we're then going to put the different heights. So we'll put height of water above burner, and we're going to measure that in centimetres. It's really important that you put the unit. Now we write in the different centimetres that we have. So 5, 10, 15, insert a row below. So to get this option, you just right click and then choose insert row below. 20, I can't remember if we had an extra one or not, but that will do for now. I like to centre mine, you don't have to. And because you put centimetres here, you don't need to write it in any of these boxes. If you don't write it here though, then you need to put it in those boxes. Across here is going to be the trials, so we always do at least 3 trials. Oops. Trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, and we've got average time taken for water to boil, and we're going to time that probably in minutes, I would imagine. We don't need this box, so we can right click and get rid of it, and we want to delete the column, not the whole table. And I'm going to insert a row below here, and we'll see if we can unmerge. There we go, we can, and then merge those ones, and in here I'm going to write what these are. So it is the times taken for water to boil, and that is in minutes. Okay, so unmerge them again, and I just want those 3 because the title for this one is different. This box I don't need, so I'm going to colour it in a different colour so that I don't get confused and try and put something in there. You don't have to do that on your one, but it's completely up to you. And then make that central, just so that it looks tidier. And there we go. So this is when we'll then record our data. So basically if your table looks something like this, it needs to include a title for what the table is going to have in it overall. It needs to have titles telling you what is in each section. So this is the height, this is the times taken, this is the average time taken. It's got different trial numbers, an average, and then the units used. If your table has all of those things, then it's pretty spot on.